Stop waiting for a lucky break. Stop waiting for someone else to give you a chance. Your empire is out there waiting for you to claim it right now. But the question is, are you ready to do what it takes to build your financial independence? You want freedom? You want control? Then it's time to take action. Now. Financial independence isn't a dream, it's a necessity. It's about taking charge of your life, making bold moves, and crushing the limiting beliefs that hold you back. If you're tired of just getting by, then get ready for the hard-hitting truth that will propel you toward building your empire. No excuses, let's get to work. Before you even think about building your empire, you have to understand that the foundation of it all is your mindset. You cannot reach financial independence with a limited mindset or a small vision. It's not just about hard work or grinding, it's about how you think and the beliefs you hold about yourself and your potential. Your mindset is the starting point. If you want to build an empire, you need to think like an emperor. You need to elevate your thinking and stretch your vision beyond the ordinary. Too many people settle for mediocrity because they don't believe they're worthy of anything more. They're stuck in a comfort zone, playing small because they think that's all they deserve. But here's the hard truth. You will never rise above your beliefs about yourself. If you think you're meant for just enough to get by, then that's exactly what you'll get. If you think you're not capable of achieving extraordinary wealth or success, then guess what? You are. It's that simple. To build a true empire, you need to rewire your mind. You have to erase the limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in you for years. These beliefs were not yours to begin with. They were planted by others, by society, by people who didn't have the vision to see what you could achieve. You have to get rid of the negativity that tells you you're not good enough, that it's too risky, or that you'll never make it. These thoughts are like chains that hold you back from your true potential. But when you start thinking big, when you truly believe that you deserve greatness, that's when everything begins to change. The moment you start to see yourself as someone capable of building wealth, changing lives, and leaving a legacy, the world starts opening doors for you. Opportunities that were once hidden in plain sight now seem like clear pathways. The truth is, opportunities are everywhere, but they're invisible to those who don't believe they're worthy of them. So the first step is changing your internal narrative. Believing in your own greatness doesn't mean arrogance or entitlement. It means having the courage to step into your full potential. It means having the guts to step outside of the conventional way of thinking. It means being willing to make decisions that might look crazy to others, but are in line with the vision you have for your life. You were made for greatness. You were made to be more than average. You were made to leave a mark, to build an empire, to change the trajectory of your life and the lives of others around you. When you start thinking at an empire level, you'll begin to see everything differently. You won't be focused on just getting by, on paying the bills or surviving the next month. Your focus will shift to building something that lasts. You'll be thinking about legacy, about wealth that isn't just for you, but for generations to come. You'll be focused on impact, on providing value, on creating systems and structures that support long-term growth and success. But none of that happens unless you first master your mindset. The truth is, you have everything inside of you to succeed, but you have to believe it first. Once you start thinking like an empire builder, you'll start acting like one. The decisions you make, the risks you take, the relationships you build, everything will align with the future you envision. So get rid of the small thoughts. Stop settling for less. You were born for more. Think big, act big, and build big. Your empire is waiting for you to claim it. Controlling your cash flow is one of the most powerful tools you can harness on the road to financial independence. It's not enough to simply earn more. You need to master the flow of money in your life. Think about it. CEOs don't just sit back and wait for revenue to come in. They are hyper aware of every dollar entering and leaving their business, and they make strategic decisions to maximize profitability and growth. That's the mindset you need to adopt if you want to truly control your financial future. Many people get caught in the trap of believing that more income equals more wealth. While increasing your earnings can certainly help, the real secret lies in how you manage that money once it's in your hands. The most successful people don't just earn, they understand how to move, allocate, and grow their cash in ways that serve their long-term financial goals. Start by taking a hard look at your expenses. What are you spending money on each month? Are there any unnecessary costs that are draining your resources? Cut the waste, whether it's subscriptions you don't use, luxury items you don't need, or lifestyle choices that keep you living paycheck to paycheck. These are the areas where you can immediately reclaim control. Every dollar spent is a dollar that could be working for you in an investment or business opportunity. Don't let it slip away on things that don't contribute to your wealth. Think like a CEO. A CEO knows that every cent counts when it comes to running a profitable business. They know when to reinvest, when to save, and when to allocate funds for future growth. It's the same with your personal finances. If you're serious about building financial independence, you have to treat every dollar with the respect it deserves. Your money should be an asset that works tirelessly for you, not just something you use to cover daily expenses. Another crucial aspect of controlling your cash flow is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket, and a liability takes money out. It's simple but incredibly effective. When you start shifting your mindset to focus on acquiring assets that generate income, you begin to build the foundation for long-term wealth. This might mean investing in real estate, building a business, or acquiring stocks that appreciate over time. Whatever the path, the goal is to make your money work for you instead of spending your life working for money. At the same time, get serious about eliminating liabilities. A fancy car, an oversized house, and expensive clothes are distractions. They may look good in the moment, but they do nothing for your future. Cut those luxuries and redirect that money into investments that will bring you lasting financial security. Live below your means for a while, and then use that gap to build something that will create long-term wealth. Finally, understand the power of automation. CEOs know that they can't handle every detail themselves, so they delegate and automate to keep operations running smoothly. In the same way, you can automate your finances to ensure that you're saving, investing, and paying down debt on a consistent basis. Set up automatic transfers to investment accounts. Automate your money is always moving in the direction of growth. Ultimately, controlling your cash flow is about being intentional and strategic with every dollar. It's about shifting from a reactive mindset to a proactive one, making every decision with the goal of wealth building in mind. When you learn to control the flow of money in your life, you are no longer a passive bystander. You are the CEO of your financial empire, and you are driving your own success. Investing like a king isn't about playing it safe and putting your money into a savings account hoping it'll grow. That's the mindset of someone who's content with being average, someone who's resigned to a life of mediocrity. No, real wealth is built by taking bold, strategic steps to grow your money, to make it work for you, rather than sitting stagnant and depreciating in a low-interest account. The rich understand this, and they live by it. So, if you want to break free from the chains of financial struggle and move toward true financial independence, it's time to rethink how you handle money. It's time to stop hoarding and start investing. Look at the billionaires, the ultra-wealthy. They don't rely on their paycheck alone to build their empire. They actively seek out opportunities to put their money into ventures that will multiply it. Real estate, stocks, and businesses are the areas where wealth is created and where your wealth can multiply exponentially. Now, whether you're investing in a rental property that gives you consistent cash flow, buying stocks that appreciate over time, or building a business that generates passive income, these are the kinds of moves that separate the winners from the losers. But it all starts with your mindset. You have to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an investor. A consumer spends their money on things that don't contribute to their long-term wealth. Luxuries, gadgets, or short-term pleasures that lose value the moment they're purchased. An investor, on the other hand, channels their money into things that grow. They don't spend it on temporary satisfaction. They invest it in opportunities that will compound, that will build over time. Every dollar you make should be viewed as a soldier that you send out into the world to work for you, to return with reinforcements, to come back bigger, stronger, and more powerful. Too many people are stuck in the mentality of saving their way to financial freedom. The truth is, saving alone will never get you where you want to go. Inflation eats away at your savings every single year, and the return you get from a standard savings account is negligible at best. You can't afford to just sit on your money and let it slowly erode. The wealthy understand that the way to truly grow your wealth is through smart investments, putting your money into assets that will appreciate and generate income for you over time. Real estate is one of the most tried and true methods of wealth building. By purchasing properties that generate rental income, you're creating an ongoing cash flow that builds your wealth while you sleep. You're not waiting for your bank account to slowly accumulate a few dollars in interest. You're actively increasing your financial position every single month. And that's just one example. You can also build a business that provides you with both equity and consistent revenue. It's about making your money work for you, about leveraging it to create a consistent stream of income that doesn't rely on your physical presence or effort. So stop thinking small. Stop letting fear dictate your financial decisions. Invest like a king, not a beggar. Take that first step. Start by looking for opportunities where your money can grow, whether that's through real estate, stocks, or your own entrepreneurial ventures. Don't let your money sit idle, waiting for something to happen. Make it work for you. Make it grow. You have the power to turn your current situation into something extraordinary, but it all starts with how you choose to think and what you choose to do with your money. The time to act is now. Don't wait for the right moment, because that moment is already here. Invest, grow, and let your empire flourish. The journey to financial independence and building an empire is not one that can be accomplished in isolation. The wealthiest individuals didn't get there by operating in a bubble. They understood something crucial: the power of knowledge, mentorship, and networks. This isn't just about reading a few books or attending a seminar. It's about immersing yourself in an ecosystem of success that continually challenges you to think bigger, act bolder, and expand your vision beyond what you thought was possible. When you surround yourself with the right people, those who have already achieved what you desire, you align yourself with the principles and practices that have made them successful. Think about it. The world's most influential people don't just know things, they know the right people. They've built relationships with individuals who are not just interested in their own growth, but are committed to elevating those around them. When you have access to this kind of network, you gain knowledge and opportunities that you would never encounter on your own. The doors that were once closed start swinging wide open because someone in your circle has the key to unlock them. But leveraging networks isn't just about knowing people, it's about being in the right environment. The power of a network isn't just in its size, but in the quality of its members. Get around people who challenge your thinking, people who push you to take risks, and who hold you accountable. These individuals won't just tell you what you want to hear, they'll tell you what you need to hear, even if it stings. They'll encourage you to step outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Find people who make you feel uncomfortable, because that's where the real transformation begins. Investing in your education is non-negotiable. No. You don't need to spend decades in a classroom to gain valuable knowledge, but you do need to commit to lifelong learning. The world is changing at a rapid pace, and those who stay stuck in outdated paradigms will be left behind. And whether it's through formal education, online courses, workshops, or simply reading books and articles, you must continuously equip yourself with the knowledge that will help you adapt to new trends, technologies, and business strategies. Your education isn't just about facts and figures, it's about learning how to think, how to solve problems, and how to make smarter decisions that will propel you towards success. Mentorship is a game changer. Having someone who's already walked the path you're on can accelerate your progress faster than you could ever imagine. A mentor doesn't just provide guidance, they offer real-world insights, teach you from their mistakes, and help you avoid the pitfalls they once fell into. They push you when you're complacent and hold you back when you're rushing toward a dead end. They've been through the struggles and the victories, and they have invaluable wisdom to share. Seek out those who are where you want to be and learn from them. Don't just ask for advice, watch them. Study their habits, understand their mindset, and apply what you learn to your own journey. Building your empire isn't a solo mission. It's a team effort, but not just any team. A team of people who elevate you, challenge you, and help you push through your limits. This is why networking, mentorship, and continuous education are so vital to your success. When you leverage the power of knowledge and relationships, you're not just building a business or accumulating wealth, you're creating an empire that will last for generations. The people who have achieved this didn't do it alone, and neither can you. Surround yourself with those who will help you expand, elevate, and succeed. Only then will you realize the true power of leveraging knowledge and relationships. Discipline is the single most powerful force that separates those who talk about success and those who actually achieve it. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. They are engineered to steal your time, your energy, and your focus. You've got people around you, maybe even friends or family, telling you that life isn't supposed to be all about work. They'll tell you to take it easy, enjoy yourself, and relax. But here's the hard truth. There's no time for that when you're building your empire. Relaxation is for those who have already made it. If you haven't yet achieved your financial freedom, then relaxation should be the last thing on your mind. Look around at the most successful people, whether it's business magnates, athletes, or thought leaders. They all have one thing in common: relentless discipline. These people didn't get to the top by having a good idea or being naturally talented. They got there by dedicating themselves to one single thing: success, and working tirelessly toward it every single day. Discipline is the engine that drives them forward, and it's the same engine that can drive you. Discipline is about doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up at 4 a.m. to work on your business while everyone else is still sleeping. It's sitting down to study even when your mind is telling you to take a break. It's doing the hard things, the uncomfortable things, the things that others are too lazy or too afraid to do. You don't get to take shortcuts. You don't get to cut corners. Every successful person you admire got to where they are because they chose to stay disciplined even when no one was watching. The power of discipline lies in its ability to push you beyond your limits. You'll never know your true potential until you push yourself every single day. Imagine the kind of life you want to live: the financial freedom, the independence, the ability to call your own shots. Now think about all the tiny, consistent actions you have to take to get there. Those actions, repeated day after day, accumulate into massive progress. That's what discipline is all about: taking small, sometimes mundane steps that over time lead to monumental success. Discipline also requires you to build a routine, a framework that you can rely on. This isn't about creating a rigid schedule that suffocates you. It's about creating a system that allows you to work efficiently, to stay focused, and to maximize your output. Successful people don't leave things to chance. They set priorities, stick to their routines, and never let the little things throw them off course. Every day is an opportunity to make progress, and discipline ensures you're using that opportunity wisely. But here's the thing: discipline isn't just about work. It's about what you do with your time outside of work, too. It's about the habits you form, the decisions you make when nobody's watching. It's about saying no to things that don't serve your goals and yes to the things that will. Discipline means making sacrifices, cutting out distractions, and holding yourself accountable to your vision, even when it's hard. When you build your empire, there's no room for laziness, no room for procrastination. Every second counts. If you can master discipline, there's nothing stopping you. That's the real secret to success: outworking everyone else day in and day out, no matter how tough it gets. When you develop this kind of discipline, you won't just be working toward financial independence, you'll be creating a life on your own terms. A life where you control the narrative, where you own your future, and where success is inevitable. But it all starts with the discipline to do what's necessary no matter what. Building your empire isn't easy, and it's not for everyone. But if you've got the courage to face the hard truths, the discipline to put in the work, and the fire to keep moving forward, then you can and will achieve financial independence. It's all about mindset, action, and never, ever backing down. Now, go out there and take what's yours. Time's ticking. Let's make it happen.